Vacant space just outside of the penalty arc, chipped away from Black and Gold by Lily Kate Verino. Now Chattanooga plays it back up towards the circle. Decatur just into the attacking side of things through vacant space while struck to the touchline, and a nifty move to get around the defender. Set inside, just out of the 18, and now Chattanooga will just clear this off entirely from the flank. A good play defensively.
It was a good move from Dole.
Off the throw-in, Decatur regathers just beyond the 18. DFC floated towards the penalty arc, headed away by Chattanooga. Vincent wanted it. Long winding shot to the right and gloved again by Lily Kate Verino. Our 52nd minute leaks into our 53rd. We have played 7 of 8 minutes of added time. Decatur towards the center. Well struck into the 18, just inside of the penalty arc from behind the penalty spot. She goes over the top, and the whistle. Lily Kate Verino through the back. Long feed for Chattanooga Football Club, rejected deep into the wing and over the end line for goal kick. We played 7 minutes, 55 seconds of 8 minutes of added time in Chattanooga. And that'll do it for our first half regulation.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Chattanooga, every game day is an experience with the Chattanooga Football Club. From thrilling matches at Finley Stadium to community events and fan meetups, there's something for everyone. Join us and be a part of the action. Visit ChattanoogaFC.com for tickets, schedules, and all the latest news. Let's come together and support our team like never before. Chattanooga Football Club, one city, one team, one goal. Show your Chattanooga FC pride everywhere you go with official club gear. From stylish hats and tees to cozy hoodies and scarves, we've got everything you need to represent your team. Visit our online store at ChattanoogaFC.com or stop by our merchandise stands at Finley Stadium. Gear up and wear your colors proudly. Let's paint the city blue together. Chattanooga Football Club. Your team, your style, your gear.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council. to your kids about the dangers of vaping can be hard. Getting them to listen to hot gossip is easy. So here's some drama you could share with your kid. Dude, did you hear about Cassie and Jake? No, but did you hear that vaping can cause irreversible lung damage and nicotine affects brain development? Nuh-uh. You don't need to gossip if you want to have an open conversation about vaping. So if you want to get tips on when and how to talk to your kids, visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Tune in to the Chattanooga Kickoff Network for live broadcasts of every Chattanooga football club match. Hear every goal, every save, and every moment of excitement from the comfort of your home. Don't miss a second of the action, whether you're at home or on the go. Follow us on the Chattanooga Kickoff Network and stay connected with all the live updates and commentary. Experience the game as if you were right there in the stadium. Chattanooga Kickoff Network, bringing the game to you.
This summer, the Games will bring us together to celebrate our nation's athletes, their sacrifices, resilience, and unwavering passion. Because at the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we believe athletes are defined by their journey, not the medals they win. And creating a safer stage for all levels of competition is our priority, from the practice fields in your town to the podium in Paris. Join the movement to end abuse at uscenterforsafesport.org.
Retirement can be scary, but only if you're not prepared. That's why AARP created thisispretirement.org. Because unless you've already retired, you're in pretirement, and you still have time to plan. Learn about retirement savings options, potential tax breaks, and how you can build savings over time. Visit thisispretirement.org for free resources to help you customize your action plan and feel the retirement fear disappear. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Hey Chattanooga FC fans, stay connected with all the latest news, match updates, and behind-the-scenes action by following Chattanooga Football Club on social media. From Twitter and Instagram to Facebook and YouTube, we're bringing you closer to the team you love. Join the conversation, share your thoughts, and show your support with #ChattanoogaFC. Follow us today and be part of the CFC community. Don't miss out on any of the excitement. Chattanooga Football Club, connecting our city one post at a time. Hey Chattanooga, show your pride for the Chattanooga Football Club. Our team, our city, our pride. Join us at Finley Stadium and experience the thrill of live soccer. From heart-stopping goals to electrifying saves, there's nothing like the roar of the crowd. Get your tickets now at ChattanoogaFC.com and bring your friends and family for an unforgettable night. Together, we can make this season one for the record books. Let's pack the stands and show our team the support they deserve.
Ranger Station, Ranger speaking.
Yeah, hi. I'd like to report a bear sighting.
Location.
In the woods, just outside of town.
Oh, not surprising. You've got your home. Bears have theirs.
Yeah, but see, this wasn't just any bear. This bear was wearing jeans and a hat, as in a Smokey Bear.
Jeans and a hat. That's definitely Smokey. What exactly did he have to say?
Well, we were about to head home, after having a bonfire.
Oh, I can guess where this is going.
Right. See, Smokey told me the fire wasn't actually out. He said if it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave.
That's true. Did you know that 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans? That means 9 out of 10 wildfires can be prevented.
Wow, no kidding?
I'm a forest ranger. We never kid.
Sorry.
that was a joke. Oh. If you see someone in danger of starting a wildfire, step in and make a difference, because 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans. Brought to you by Smokey Bear, the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council. Learn more at smokeybear.com.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Chattanooga, every game day is an experience with the Chattanooga Football Club. From thrilling matches at Finley Stadium to community events and fan meetups, there's something for everyone. Join us and be a part of the action. Visit ChattanoogaFC.com for tickets, schedules, and all the latest news. Let's come together and support our team like never before. Chattanooga Football Club, one city, one team, one goal. Show your Chattanooga FC pride everywhere you go with official club gear. From stylish hats and tees to cozy hoodies and scarves, we've got everything you need to represent your team. Visit our online store at ChattanoogaFC.com or stop by our merchandise stands at Finley Stadium. Gear up and wear your colors proudly. Let's paint the city blue together. Chattanooga Football Club. Your team, your style, your gear.
Hey, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Learn more at smokeybear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Your kids about the dangers of vaping can be hard. Getting them to listen to hot gossip is easy. So here's some drama you could share with your kid. Dude, did you hear about Cassie and Jake? No, but did you hear that vaping can cause irreversible lung damage and nicotine affects brain development? Nuh-uh. You don't need to gossip if you want to have an open conversation about vaping. So if you want to get tips on when and how to talk to your kids, visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
Hey, you got this. Just breathe. Hey. We're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Tune in to the Chattanooga Kickoff Network for live broadcasts of every Chattanooga Football Club match. Hear every goal, every save, and every moment of excitement from the comfort of your home. Don't miss a second of the action, whether you're at home or on the go. Follow us on the Chattanooga Kickoff Network and stay connected with all the live updates and commentary. Experience the game as if you were right there in the stadium. Chattanooga Kickoff Network, bringing the game to you.
This summer, the Games will bring us together to celebrate our nation's athletes, their sacrifices, resilience, and unwavering passion. Because at the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we believe athletes are defined by their journey, not the medals they win. And creating a safer stage for all levels of competition is our priority, from the practice fields in your town to the podium in Paris. Join the movement to end abuse at uscenterforsafesport.org.
Retirement can be scary, but only if you're not prepared. That's why AARP created thisispretirement.org. Because unless you've already retired, you're in pretirement, and you still have time to plan. Learn about retirement savings options, potential tax breaks, and how you can build savings over time. Visit thisispretirement.org for free resources to help you customize your action plan and feel the retirement fear disappear. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Hey Chattanooga FC fans, stay connected with all the latest news, match updates, and behind-the-scenes action by following Chattanooga Football Club on social media. From Twitter and Instagram to Facebook and YouTube, we're bringing you closer to the team you love. Join the conversation, share your thoughts, and show your support with hashtag Chattanooga FC. Follow us today and be part of the CFC community. Don't miss out on any of the excitement. Chattanooga Football Club, connecting our city one post at a time. Hey Chattanooga, show your pride for the Chattanooga Football Club. Our team, our city, our pride. Join us at Finley Stadium and experience the thrill of live soccer. From heart-stopping goals to electrifying saves, there's nothing like the roar of the crowd. Get your tickets now at ChattanoogaFC.com and bring your friends and family for an unforgettable night. Together, we can make this season one for the record books. Let's pack the stands and show our team the support they deserve.
Ranger Station, Ranger speaking.
Yeah, hi. I'd like to report a bear sighting.
Location.
In the woods, just outside of town.
Oh, not surprising. You've got your home. Bears have theirs.
Yeah, but see, this wasn't just any bear. This bear was wearing jeans and a hat, as in Smokey Bear.
Jeans and a hat. That's definitely Smokey. What exactly did he have to say?
Well, we were about to head home, after having a bonfire.
Oh, I can guess where this is going.
Right. See, Smokey told me the fire wasn't actually out. He said if it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave.
That's true. Did you know that 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans? That means 9 out of 10 wildfires can be prevented.
Wow, no kidding?
I'm a forest ranger. We never kid.
Sorry.
that was a joke. Oh. If you see someone in danger of starting a wildfire, step in and make a difference, because 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans. Brought to you by Smokey Bear, the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council. Learn more at smokeybear.com.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Chattanooga, every game day is an experience with the Chattanooga Football Club. From thrilling matches at Finley Stadium to community events and fan meetups, there's something for everyone. Join us and be a part of the action. Visit ChattanoogaFC.com for tickets, schedules, and all the latest news. Let's come together and support our team like never before. Chattanooga Football Club, one city, one team, one goal. Show your Chattanooga FC pride everywhere you go with official club gear. From stylish hats and tees to cozy hoodies and scarves, we've got everything you need to represent your team. Visit our online store at ChattanoogaFC.com or stop by our merchandise stands at Finley Stadium. Gear up and wear your colors proudly. Let's paint the city blue together. Chattanooga Football Club, your team, your style, your gear.
This is the Chattanooga Kickoff Network. Now back to more Chattanooga Football Club action with your play-by-play host, Gabriel Schrei.
Welcome back to Fort Finley. Here with me, Madison Cruz. Deadlocked, 1 goal apiece as we enter the second half of play in Chattanooga, Tennessee. CFC will start this second half with possession as Decatur Football Club will be on the defensive side of things as we get underway. Madison, your thoughts on that first half and what we'll see coming out of whiteboard time?
I think for both of these sides, it's great. I think especially for Chattanooga, you got a goal on the board. Decatur FC has only allowed 2 goals this season, now a third. That's a huge testament to what this side has been able to do. And if you're Decatur, you're keeping up the pressure. You're doing a good job of keeping Chattanooga in those tight spaces and forcing them to be a little bit uncomfortable. Keep that going.
To say that's impressive would be an understatement.
I mean, very much so. I mean, you're looking at what Decatur has done throughout this season. But I mean, also, too, looking at Decatur with what they can do, their response and what they have put in, it's going to be a fun 45 minutes, especially with what both of these sides can produce.
3 WPSL Southeastern Conference clubs left in the top 25 of the latest WPSL National Power Rankings. The highest at number 8 is UFA's Gunners. Rolled through by Chattanooga from the circle. Down along the touchline, looking towards the flank, taken by Decatur. Well played through the air. In midfield, chipped around a defender, Chattanooga takes it up in vacant space. Another change in the second half that could be a pretty major disadvantage. Chattanooga's keeper, Lily Kate Verino, now facing the sun, but the first half it wasn't as much of an issue. Now it's starting to sad and crest over the top of Lookout Mountain down onto the pitch.
That is the one issue when you have games like this that start at 6. You're dealing with the sun setting. If you're starting at 7, you're already in the peak of when things are going down. And then starting a little bit earlier, that brings into the effect of what's going on with the sun. The sun's going to have a huge impact, and you got to watch out for it.
Decatur from the penalty spot, deep in the 18 from the 6 right side. This rattles through, but the call from the close assistant referee waving that off as an offside.
Just a little bit offside, wide open, but I think it's a great call from the assistant ref to notice that.
Chipped from the 18, Chattanooga puts us back underway. Decatur again, the black and gold, working it down from the edge of the 18. She strikes it top shelf left side for the score. 2-1 Decatur Football Club out in front on the road in Chattanooga. An early score to start the second half for Maysoon El Shami.
What a great response from Decatur. I'm speechless. That was a beautiful goal from El Shami. Able to pin it out. She had options, but she said, I'm going to take it myself. And put it right there in that top shelf. I mean, whew, what a beauty.
That's her third of the season, and a beauty is right. That was a perfect laser, direct from boot to twine. Decatur looking for another, deep into the 18 from the corner of the 6 back door, and she misfires wide right over the end line. This one goal kick for Chattanooga's football club. Beautiful delivery. Now, obviously, at the professional level, you want to capitalize, you want to finish on those anytime you have a scoring chance, but, you know, I have a saying I like to pull out of the hat anytime I'm covering prep sports. You're in position to make that play, you'll get it next time. Centering feed, backdoor, same position, other side, she scores it the second time. Unbelievable. Decatur, a pair of goals to open the second half. Now in our 49th minute, it's 3-1, black and gold lead.
Decatur have been putting on the pressure since that whistle has been blown. And that's exactly what they need to do. The first half was a little back and forth. You had those moments. You didn't really know where the ball was going to be. It felt a little disjointed at times. Decatur coming in and immediately making a statement, making it 3-1. I mean, wow.
Wow is an understatement. That was an unbelievable start to the second half. We haven't even played 5 minutes of the second half. Already a pair of goals for Decatur Football Club. Chattanooga roping this to the touchline, taken up near midfield by Decatur. Onto the edge of the circle, DFC playing keep away from Chattanooga. Left off, and Decatur now working it. Rolled that through traffic. Decatur touched and taken away by Chattanooga. Nice little tackle and an intercept in traffic. Chattanooga looking to respond, streaking through midfield. Long pass towards the 18, cut off by Decatur. DFC can't clear it away. Chattanooga nearly comes up with possession. Pushed to the penalty arc and now rolled through vacant space to the close touch line. Decatur rattling that through. Bailey Dole takes it away. Griner can't stay with it as Chattanooga has the ball. From midfield, Emma Chapman trying to come up with possession. Ton of contact as two players are wrapped up. Beth Skelton just grabbed a hold of her kit.
I think it's a good call by the ref. I think the yellow is deserved. I think you're a little frustrated in that moment. Chapman beat you a little bit. Got to the ball, you guys were fighting off for it. Skelton took a little bit of that anger. I think it's a good decision from the ref.
There's the official call. Number 6 suffering the yellow card in our 51st minute. It's 3-1 Decatur. 2 goals quickly to start this second half of play. Looking to push the tempo. Pass deep into the 18 along the end line. Tries to sidestep the Chattanooga defender. She's tackled down as legs are tangled up, and this one's sent off deep in the flank. Decatur is set piece right in front of the Chattahooligans. Thrown in overhead by Bree Barley. Played backwards down to the corner. Decatur fighting through traffic from the end line out front on the edge of the 6. This is off. And again, the whistle by our referee who comes down over to Barley. We'll see another set piece.
Foul called. I mean, it's a dangerous opportunity. Very dangerous. It's at that weird, it's a weird angle. It's a very weird angle, so, but it's also a really good one, especially with a player like Emma Chapman on the end of this one.
I've been harmonizing on what a great facilitator she is all match long. The weird angle fits the vibe of this match. There's just been no consistency, rhyme, rhythm, or reason to what we've seen. Emma Chapman chips it over the top, back door of the 6th, the header off the mark. Chattanooga desperately sends this aerial in a vying attempts to clear this, rolls out of the flank close side on the touchline, and Chattanooga going to be able to get the clear, but not before the ball just rolls out of play, and another set piece for Decatur coming.
I have to go back to that set piece. Emma Chapman, able to delivering that ball at that angle, wow. I mean, we talked about it all match, how great of a facilitator she is, how great of a playmaker she is. I mean, that just proves it right there. With what she's able to do, she's able to pinpoint a player and creating those opportunities. I think that she's been a huge vocal point as to why this offense works so well. You have so many players on Decatur who can create those opportunities and just build those moments. And it's fun to watch.
Fun to watch indeed. That's what she's done so well all season long. Couldn't connect on that play on the set piece. Chattanooga somehow was able to shut down a few scoring chances in a row and escape unscathed from that trip up the pitch.
I've been saying it all season long. I think the Chattanooga defense, with what they've been able to do, I've given huge shout outs. Hannah Opie is one that I always point towards because of just what she does. She's not afraid to put her body on the line to stop an opportunity. And she's also just relentless. She goes after the ball, she makes the clear, and she does what she needs to do. And I think I'm really excited to see what she does as a player as she continues on. And you know, she's from University of Tennessee here at Chattanooga. I mean, I'm excited to see her continue her playing career and see what she can do.
The Birds of UT Chattanooga, the Chattanooga Mocs, always electric on the pitch themselves, and they play here in Finley Stadium. They used to play across town down by the rail yard. Love seeing them play in Fort Finley. Over the top, Chattanooga vying for possession. Running through, she's got it. Working it back towards the close touch line and midfield, Chattanooga ahead of steam and a lot of room to operate with for the White Kits. She evades one defender as it's tackled away from her at the last second, and Sinkler clears towards midfield.
Barley came up huge on that stop defensively.
Chattanooga walking towards the 18. She leaves it off. Deep in the wing, near the corner, Chattanooga tries for the centering feed and sent off over the end line as we roll into the 56th minute in a 2-goal match where Decatur's out in front.
I actually believe we have a different goalkeeper in for Decatur. I believe it's Isabella Lee who checked into the match for Decatur.
Decatur likes to do that, switch keepers at the half. Lee also very efficient in goal. Here's the bend, now towards the penalty spot, struck off the heel, and Lee gloves it with ease. She's been good all season long. Lee, a forward originally from Atlanta, standout forward at High Point, known for her exceptional work rate, and a key player all summer long for Decatur.
And it's so fun when you have so many good players in all these different positions, especially in the goalkeeper position. It makes it difficult for a coach to think, all right, who's going to start in goal for me? You have so many great keepers who have such a great high efficiency rate, who are great between the post. And it's great that you get to see some of these keepers get an opportunity to take some time and finish it out. I saw it a lot, especially at KSU. You had 2 great goalkeepers. And this is more for lacrosse, but I mean, it goes both ways.
Chattanooga backdoor, Lee gloves it and falls onto the ball on the edge of the 6, able to prevent the scoring chance on that trip. 57th minute, and it's still a 3-1 match, Decatur.
But it's great, a lot, especially at KSU. They called it, you know, one starts, they're the opener, and then the last one that finishes it, they're the closer. And that's their role, and I think it's great to have. It's great to have 2 keepers who are exceptional at what they do.
A little Jekyll and Hyde, if you will.
I like the reference, that was nice.
Pretty good. through traffic, and Verino comes out and falls onto the ball. This one over the touchline right in front of Jack Marchant, the bench boss for Decatur today. Throw-in doesn't quite make it onto the field. Chattanooga with it. 58th minute, thrown in through traffic, out of vacant space. Decatur comes up with it. On the midfield stripe, miss hit to Chattanooga. Roped around the defender to Tom Halsall, head coach who shows off the footwork of his own. Change coming for Decatur.
Tom also wanted to get in on the action.
Collier for Barley. Tommy Salsa's always in on the action.
I have to ask any of the players where that nickname came from.
We got to find out. I was just told that's his nickname, and I trusted them. They could be messing with me. I don't know.
This is our next priority going forward. This is the story we have to break.
True journalism incoming. Where did the nickname Tommy Salsa come from? Chattanooga just beyond midfield, floated over the top, down to the penalty spot, the header, and covered by Lee. Had to battle for that one, able to rope it in. 59th minute, Decatur, long winding pass, a straight shot to midfield, through the circle, she's got it, one set of boots to help back door, that's where she sends it down near the 6, struck left side, still with the ball, and sent off by Chattanooga over the end line. Good play defensively, scrambling back to help out the keeper, Verino.
Carrie Consolino has been on fire this match. Her delivery with what she's been able to do, it's outstanding. She's a huge standout. I mean, absolutely stunning performance from her tonight.
60th minute, rolling towards the 61st. Just over 30 minutes left to play in regulation in a 2-goal match. Decatur, the set piece from the corner, winding out just beyond the corner of the 18. Here's a laser over the top, and Lily Kate Verino gets airborne, just gloving that over the post.
I mean, we talk about Chattanooga's defense, and I feel bad we haven't mentioned Lily Kate Verino at all. She has been outstanding for Chattanooga this season. Some of the saves, the way that she's a leader in the box, that's perfect. And I mean, a save like that, I mean, that goes in your highlights.
Over the top back door, a shot rattles towards the 6 from Decatur. Chattanooga clears it out of the 18. Trouble on the flank for Chattanooga as they let it go. Good play defensively by Decatur, keeping Chattanooga from clearing that. Good body placement and positioning. Thrown in, into the 18, Decatur with it, space for a moment. From the corner, rolled out front just beyond the penalty arc, backwards again. Trying the far corner, black and gold, looking for space, bent towards the front of the 6, struck left side, and Verino sends that over the end line. What a save.
What a save. Even if the goal went in, it wouldn't have mattered. It was offside. But, I mean, echoing the praise again, Verino, absolutely outstanding.
She's so fun to watch play, very at home on this pitch where she represents the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga and the Mocs, and she loves playing for Chattanooga Football Club because the club values the community. It's so embedded in the scenic city, and you can tell she loves the city by the way she plays.
It's actually interesting you mention it. You know, coming in from Georgia, you know, going on the highway, I actually pass it every time I see it. It's a focal point. It's the first time I looked over and I saw it. It is a huge focal point. I mean, wherever you are, it's right there, and it's fun. It's fun getting to have a stadium in a city that has such a rich history.
Love Fort Finley. The view in Chattanooga is just unbeatable. There's nothing like driving down the highway into the valley. There's some days you just get goosebumps. Long winding ball over midfield along the edge of the circle. Chattanooga. Sent over the top. Decatur the intercept. Well played defensively. DFC staying with it behind the circle. Again through midfield. Well struck to Chapman. Trying it over the top towards the flank. Chattanooga the intercept on an aerial ball.
All Bailey Dolman. She has been on fire on that side.
Great ability defensively, creating the offensive chance into the wing. Decatur along the end line, centering feet, sent off by Chattanooga. Now the set piece coming.
Abby Marak knocks it out, does not allow the opportunity.
To deliver the corner, we'll see Collier, who checked in a few moments ago. Winger from Loganville, Georgia. She plays for the Cavaliers of Virginia. Collier sends this back door, and from the left side of the 6, she tries a header towards the center. Can't get that one anywhere near the post. Well played by Chattanooga outside of the 6. Decatur sent off over the touchline. Good placement, just couldn't quite keep that on the field. Change coming for Chattanooga Football Club. Hannah Opie, a defender from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Also plays for UT Chattanooga, the Birds.
It's nice to come in and over the summer, you know, play in the same stadium that you play in for college. It's like a home away from home.
Has to be an advantage of some sort. Something.
You just know like the ins and outs of where everything is.
Black and gold throwing in from midfield. 65th minute rolling in a 2-goal match. It's 3-1. Decatur out in front of Chattanooga. Just over the line. Decatur a bit of a reset. Over the circle, far side. DFC looking for space and a spot to go with the ball. Chipped towards the penalty arc and gathered and cleared right away by Chattanooga's Opie. Chattanooga long feed, foot race to the ball. Decatur wins this. Still fighting for it. CFC can't come up with it along the end line. Lee rolls this to the close side. Chattanooga, another foot race in vacant space for only a moment before Decatur gathers. Collier sidestepping. This one rattles around, and Emma Chapman coming up with the ball. Walking towards the 18, she centers it up. Black and gold backwards towards the circle in midfield. Trying again. Left side of the 18. She goes inside, and Chattanooga the intercept. Miss hit. CFC able to clear. And a full reset now for Decatur as they roll it all the way back to Lee.
One thing that Decatur FC wants to do, they want to keep the ball at all times. They want to make sure that they have possession, that they're in control.
This goes to the far side where it travels over the touchline into the brickwork. 2 matches left this season for Decatur Football Club. Saturday, June 29th, they host Nashville Rhythm Football Club. You can watch that on Huddle TV and the WPSL web platform. Then on July 1st, the season closes on the road against the UFA Gunners. Both of those 7 p.m. Eastern time kicks.
Ooh, both of those matches are going to be fun to watch. I don't think I realized how that was the closeout for Decatur, but I mean, those 2 matches, they're going to be a lot of fun to watch. You have Nashville Rhythm, currently second in the Southeastern Conference. UFA Gunners in first. A tough battle getting their home match against Nashville Rhythm. That one's gonna be a fun one. I might have to go attend that that match.
Look forward to it. This one off over the touchline. Decatur throwing in. We'll take a look at what's left for Chattanooga and talk about the entire poll in just a moment. Decatur from the wing towards the corner of the 18. DFC stays with it out towards the penalty arc, working it towards the middle of the field. Now the close corner of the 18. Collier has it battled away by Chattanooga. And this one set off over the line towards the Chattahooligans. It skiffs off the brickwork.
Ava Van Doren absolutely going at it with Collier to try and get that ball back, and Van Doren was able to get the clear. That was great defensive work from her.
Throw in the wing. Chattanooga clears it away. Well touched off the heel into midfield. CFC chipped over the top. No boots there that are friendly. 69th minute has arrived. 2-goal match, 3-1. Decatur leading Chattanooga. Chattanooga, a pair of matches left to play, both on the road. First on June 29th, they're in Nashville against the Wolves. Then they travel down to the heart of the Peach State to take on Atlanta Fire United. 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern Time kickoffs, respectively. Decatur, the long feed through midfield taken by Chattanooga. They cleared away back to DFC. Taking a look at the latest Southeastern Conference poll. Decatur sends this to the touchline. On top is UFA Gunners with 17 points. Nashville Rhythm played to a draw yesterday, so now they have 16 points. The record 5-1-1, right behind UFA Gunners. In third, 865 Alliance up in Knoxville. They're tied with Georgia Impact, but Impact has played to one more draw than 865, so just out in front. Really close race in the Southeastern Conference. 10 points for Decatur, who is in fifth and just behind those top four. Looking to push themselves up the poll with 13 points walking out of Finley Stadium tonight. Chattanooga, 21 minutes left to flip the script on this one. I'm certain we'll see quite a bit of stoppage time on this second half as well. 20 minutes of regulation and stoppage time is a long time. What can Chattanooga do to position themselves best to strike back down the stretch, especially with a club? They've only allowed 3 goals all season long, including the one they allowed today.
I mean, I think the biggest thing is pushing forward. Chattanooga will have the ball, and they try to build up from the back, but in this moment, you want to capitalize.
Decatur strips it away into the 6, and Chattanooga able to play this away. Great help on the back for Chattanooga's keeper, Lily Kate Verino. Initially, she's left alone. Then Chattanooga scrambles, getting white kits back there and helping her out.
Fast reaction time from Chattanooga, but you got to get better at acknowledging who's in that back area with you. Hardwick was right there, ready to capitalize on that opportunity. But I mean, back to what you were saying about what Chattanooga can do. I mean, they got to start pushing forward a little bit. Decatur's really trapping them in their own defensive half, and they're having an issue trying to break forward and go forward and try to get into their box.
Probably not turn it over on the back as well.
That as well.
3-1. 72nd minute has arrived in Chattanooga, Tennessee, between Decatur and CFC. Black and gold throw it in on the wing, clattered away along the touchline by Chattanooga, vying for possession. This one rolls and bounces, and Chattanooga through midfield into the attacking side. Foot race to the ball, and one away by DFC. An excellent play and great footwork in the wing to keep that away from Chattanooga.
Nigeri Butts, man, she is absolutely phenomenal in that center back role. One of the few players that has really joined in to this Decatur side a little bit later and already having a huge impact. She's done a really good job of stopping any sort of offensive opportunity that Decatur has, and most of them have been one-on-one chances, and she's great with those one-on-one duels.
She's been good all season long, but tonight, especially good. She's out of Lawrenceville, Georgia. Midfielder for Florida. And a member of the Jamaica U20 national team. You can see why with plays like that. No better feeling when you're a keeper, when you're someone on the offensive side of the ball and you see it going to the back and you're starting to feel the tension rise. Butts comes through in the clutch for Decatur.
It's also great to have someone who's reliable back there. It puts that less of a weight on you if you're in the midfield, you're trying to push forward. You know you have someone in the back who you can trust and who will make those duels and will battle to get the ball back and bring it back towards possession.
DFC towards midfield. Turning on the afterburners, Butts with some speed. One delivery. Decatur rolls it towards the center. Now a try for the corner on the close side. She's into the wing. Working with it. El Shami looking inside. Walking it along the edge of the 18. Out to the penalty arc. Left off. Here's a shot. The blast off the shins of the Chattanoogan. Farino scoops it up. The flag czar waving the flag proudly on the opposite side of the stadium. We talked a lot about the work he was putting in, hustling back and forth in the stands during Chattanooga's last home match we did together. Had the chance to meet Topher in the gift shop before the men's match yesterday.
I believe he was there for Impact as well.
Yeah, what a delight. He was great.
He was there for Impact as well. They traveled well, came to Cherokee High School, supported the Sky Blues up there. The flag was really big. I was trying to call the match, and he was right in front of me. I felt bad that I didn't want him to have to move, but I couldn't see the match. But, I mean, the effort that he puts into it, just, you know, the support to have in the Chattanooga FC, to have someone like that who will travel, always be rowdy and proud, waving that flag in any weather, that's always fun to have.
Well, I tweeted a couple of photos of Topher. One of him, thumbs up smiling, but one thing that I was really impressed by, he's got shoes that say Flag Czar on them. On the shoes, it says Flag Czar. Rolling to the corner, Decatur tries the centering feed, and Farino gets it again.
I gotta love the customized shoes. That's awesome.
That's dedication.
Were they Nike, Adidas, or did you not know?
I think they're Nikes. I'd have to look.
Okay.
I mean, it's the pictures of the back, but you could probably tell. Nikes are always the way to go. Nike guy.
I like both. Both are reliable.
Actually, I have probably more pairs of Adidas than Nike shoes, so. We've got a water break down on the field, but we'll keep it here and talk you'll be here to enjoy it with us. This is a match that it feels like both of these clubs just never could find a flow. Just never found traction. It's just been odd pacing all day long, back and forth, and nobody ever got into a rhythm for more than 60, 90 seconds at a time. In fact, the only period today it's felt like anyone had a rhythm for more than 90 seconds was when Decatur started the second half so hot. The first 5 minutes, it was all Decatur, and then we got back to this weirdness of just nobody's possessing the ball very well, lots of dispossessions and losing the ball in odd and awkward ways.
I think in the first half it was very awkward. It was very difficult, I think, for both sides to really find a grasp on the game. I think you're right. I think Decatur came in really strong in the half, and I think it's been mostly Decatur who's really had most possession, who's been really much in control of this match since the second half has started. There's been a couple opportunities where Chattanooga's come in, created the turnover, and then had on the drive, but even with that, Decatur is right on it and ready and there to stop it.
I agree, the second half, lots of Decatur possession. Chattanooga's created a few chances. Butts broke up probably the best chance Chattanooga had this entire second half. Chattanooga with the ball. Into the wing, taken by Decatur. Fighting her way into the 18, and a slide tackle by Chattanooga. Ball outside of the penalty arc, black and gold with it. DFC rolls this towards midfield.
Good challenge there from the defense for Chattanooga.
Butts around the defender on the edge of the circle, tries far side. Decatur. Still a lot of pressure from Chattanooga, who is backed down defensively. This one pinballs out in traffic. Decatur playing it along the touchline, somehow fought this around not one but two defenders. Centered up on the edge of the circle and floated close side to Collier. She works with it towards the wing in the corner of the 18. Knifes around the defender, long bend, and too much on it as it sails out of play.
Collier's had some fancy footwork in this match. She's been a lot of fun to watch. And honestly, I'm not too mad that she tried to take the shot herself.
No, I like that look. It's from long range, and it gave Verino time. She would have made the save, but nearly on the mark.
Yeah, she's been outstanding to watch on that right side. The way that she has the control of the ball, the way that she's able just to slide in through those tight spaces.
Chattanooga through midfield. Three defenders closing out on her. Vying for possession, somehow got it away. Sent off in front of the scorer's table.
Good pressure from Decatur there to get the ball back.
80th minute, rolling and rolling in a two-goal match. Centered up by Vincent and sent right off by Decatur. Chattanooga will throw in. We've got a player still down. As Chattanooga's medical staff will tend to her for a moment. Carly Borgelt, slow to rise. Hopefully she's all right. '81st minute winding. We'll certainly see some stoppage time. We've seen a lot of stoppages throughout the second half, including the water break. Borgelt is up and appears to be making her way off of the field entirely under her own power, which is a great sign.
A great sign. She's been outstanding for Decatur in this match in particular. She's been absolutely outstanding, so glad to see her walking off on her own accord.
She's originally from Dacula, plays for Georgia Southern, very strategic player on the field. Ball sent off and to Decatur as we cross into the 82nd minute of play in Chattanooga. WPSL Southeastern action. Chattanooga Kickoff Network, Huddle TV. Gabriel Schrei, Madison Cruz. Glad you're with us for this one. Change coming for Decatur. Catherine Elliott, the midfielder from Watkinsville. She plays for Wofford in the SoCon. The intercept by Chattanooga. Tries to send that through. CFC just beyond the circle towards the attacking third. Double teamed. She's in trouble. Sent to a wide open teammate, and pass is sent into the 18 where it rolls over the end line and out. Change at keeper for Chattanooga Football Club. Brooke Alvarez out of Rocky Face, Georgia. She plays for the National Championship Roadrunners at Dalton State. Exceptional shot-stopping ability and command in the box. Great reflexes. Interesting change in the late stages, 83rd minute.
She had a great performance against Georgia Impact. She came in as well in that match. I mean, she was outstanding. She had a couple of saves that I was absolutely floored.
Decatur going to test the waters with her early here, potentially. Centered up, and from the penalty spot, Chattanooga helping out their keeper as this one cleared away towards midfield.
Hannah Opie taking charge. Got right in the middle of that cross and just knocked it out of there.
The most interesting thing to me about these professional side matchups is the players who are in the same conference collegiately that see each other during the season, like talking about Wofford, right? Wofford plays Chattanooga. So these players are familiar. They've seen each other already this year in 2023 in the fall playing soccer. Decatur streaking towards the penalty arc. Chattanooga chips it away and rolls through vacant space to the circle. CFC from midfield, long feed, foot race to the ball, and easily won by Decatur. How about the wheels on the backside?
And it was a good play up from Chattanooga. It's just Casamento didn't put the gas on it to try and run for it, and Collier was right on it to clear it.
Decatur loses this far side. Over the touchline just beyond midfield, we'll see a throw in. Another change coming for Chattanooga. This time it's Opie. She's coming off. Heather Allen, we heard from Tom Halsall during our pregame. He's been trying to shake up a little bit of the playing time, give some minutes to some unfamiliar faces, including Allen. 85th minute, throw in. Bounced back along the touchline. Chattanooga after it. 3 defenders there as Decatur strips it away. Black and gold just behind midfield. The white and navy can't tackle it away. Back along the circle, Chapman, 1-2 passes to the touchline. Decatur tries the long ball over the top. What a feed. She stays with it onto the penalty arc and into the 18. Struck right side, 4-1 Decatur. What an unbelievable individual bit of footwork to score that. An incredible showing. Oh, baby, call Sports Center.
Sarah Greener absolutely on top of it in this matchup today. What a one-on-one opportunity. Came forward, was able to beat it, able just to pass it 1v1, got into the box, and just an absolute scorcher into the back of the net. Phenomenal performance.
The Tennessee Volunteer turned on the afterburners, knifing her way down into the 18. Put that top shelf and makes it 4-1, a 3-goal match with just minutes left to play in regulation. Chattanooga along the touchline. Long feed, and from the end line, this is sent off.
You mentioned Sports Center. I feel like we've seen a lot of Golossos.
We have.
We should be calling them pretty frequently.
I've seen a lot of Golossos this summer. I just cannot escape them.
I always love a good Golosso, though.
I feel like this city has been a magnet for Sports Center Top 10 this summer. This is gloved inside of the 6 by Lee, who puts us back underway. We saw one in the NJCAA World Series over at Frost Stadium. Chattanooga Football Club recorded a great one, The Bicycle by Whamry. You might have seen that. And the call right away by our referee.
Offside call there. Good awareness from the assistant ref.
William Green, the one signaling for that. 87th minute coming to a close. 3-goal match, 4-1 Decatur. I think that's what's made Decatur so successful throughout the course of this first season of play. The black and gold are just consistent. You know, it's not so much that they come out and do explosive things like they did to open this second half. They're just scoring consistently throughout the course of the match. They're staying consistent on the back. This goal they've allowed today, one of only 3, so that's certainly something that Chattanooga can hang their cap on.
Very consistent. I think this club had something to prove. They came in, it's their inaugural season. They wanted to make a statement, and they did.
Decatur on the edge of the 18, centered on the penalty arc, close side, all alone. Here's a bend to the left side, and Verino gloves it over the top. Alvarez with a big save. The goalkeeper from Rocky Face doing well in the closing stages for Chattanooga. Obviously not much she could do against that 4th goal she faced.
And I mean, back onto the discussion of Decatur, I mean, they're successful because of what they've been able to do on the field, but I think it also comes a lot with what they've been able to do off of it. We talked a little bit about it earlier in the first half, but I have to bring it up again. I mean, breaking those attendance records in WPSL, that's not a small feat. That's huge. Being one of the top 1, and not only 1, but 2nd in the WPSL for attendance, that's huge. And that is something that Decatur FC should be proud of. They're out there at Decatur High School absolutely killing it. There's people out there who are ready to support them, and they're always there. They're rowdy and proud. And I mean, getting the chance to witness history against Georgia Impact in that 0-0 draw that they had, it was arguably the funnest 0-0 draw I've ever watched in my whole life. It was so much fun. Just both teams, it was back and forth. There was chances. There was beautiful saves. I mean, it was absolutely stunning soccer back at Decatur. But breaking the attendance record, 2,126 fans in attendance, that's huge. And that's huge not only for Georgia and Decatur, but that's huge for the whole Southeast.
I agree, and I mentioned it earlier in this match. I think the Southeastern Conference of the WPSL is really onto something with the quality of the players we're seeing, all of the international cappers, Division I talent, all conference talent. Chattanooga with it on the back and being called back. We've got a card.
Looks like it was a card issued to one of the players on Chattanooga's bench.
Yeah, I thought he was assessing it against Halsall for a moment, but assessed to someone seated on the bench, we can't see who. Chattanooga with it, centered, long ball to the left, and covered by Lee, as we'll reach full time in just a moment. How much stoppage time will we see as regulation concludes? '90th minute has arrived, no signal.
I believe I saw the main ref on the pitch hold up the number 6. So I believe we're getting 6 minutes of stoppage time.
Stoppage time underway now in Chattanooga. This one into the 18, rolling through towards the corner. Well, we started to touch on the quality of this conference, and then a little weirdness with a card and the ball being brought back and thrown in again. Minimum of 6 minutes is the official call, and there's the signal from down along the touchline.
And we talked about the Southeastern Conference and how competitive it is and the quality of players. Looking at the top 5 teams in the seedings, in points, UFA Gunners at 17, Nashville Rhythm at 15, 865 Alliance at 13, Impact at 11, and Decatur at 10. Those aren't slim margins. Those are really, really, really close together.
It's been a really close season. It's been a really close race for this conference.
It's been a race, and honestly, I feel like all those teams deserve it. They all have done a great job, including Chattanooga Atlanta Fire. It's raised the standard. It's raised what the Southeastern Conference can do moving forward, and it's going to bring some competition there. You got a lot of in-state rivalries. You got a lot of out-of-state rivalries. The 90-mile drive. I am coining that. Thank you, John Nelson.
Yeah, I'm not going to stop you. You said it like I was going to stop you. I'm not going to stop you.
But
I'm on your side.
But I mean, it's so fun to watch. It's great to have that. And I think that level of competition is so fun, you know, especially those in-state rivalries. I feel like that's always such a battle of, you know, who's the best in the state, and that always gives it that edge. And then the out-of-state rivalries, you know, Chattanooga versus Impact, Chattanooga versus Decatur. You have those rivalries where it's like, all right, who's going to be the best in the Southeast? And then, I mean, 865 Alliance, Nashville Rhythm FC, Chattanooga FC, Nashville Wolves, 4 teams in the state of Tennessee. That's absolutely crazy. And having those teams battle up against each other, that's huge.
And I think you can sense that this Southeastern Conference specifically is growing together, and they're going to continue to grow and become larger and larger as a unit. Where will that road end? Really hard to tell. A lot of different things can happen for the league, the clubs individually, but all signs point north. And to go back to your point about the attendance record and what an accomplishment that is for the Southeastern Conference, you can't overstate that. You're talking about 9 clubs of 150 in the country. There's 142 clubs, to be specific, in the WPSL. For the attendance record to be broken in this Southeastern Conference, that's a really impressive feat. Not once, but twice. They've got the top 2 spots. And 3 in the top 25 of the latest power poll from the Southeastern Conference as well.
I believe at one point in the season you had 4 teams in the power rankings, including Decatur in that one. I mean, and that's no small feat. That's huge.
And a little pushing and shoving on the back. We've played 3.5 of our 6 minimum of stoppage time. 94th minute, halfway over. 4-1, a 3-goal match. Decatur out in front and just coasting to the finish line and 3 points. Those 3 points will give them 13, just behind Georgia Impact and 865 Alliance, who have 14. What a tight race to the finish line this season.
Very tight race. I mean, UFA Gunners have 7 matches played. They only have 1 more. And you got to watch out for it. You know, a lot of these teams are sneaking back up in there, and it's going to be a tight one for who's going to get that spot in the playoffs.
Well bent on the attack. Alvarez falls onto the ball. Rolled backwards. Reset coming. Lee. Finesse this through traffic to Chapman. She goes through midfield for Decatur. DFC has it taken away momentarily by Chattanooga. They regathered. Can't stay with it. CFC, the long ball just outside of the penalty arc, working it towards the 18. She takes the shot herself, and it comes off the right post. So close.
A curler from Annalisa Vincent. Wow.
She scored her first of the season earlier in this match. The only goal of the day for Chattanooga, the 3rd of the year allowed by Decatur.
I didn't know if she was going to take it herself, she was going to pass it anywhere else. She took it, and if that would have gone in, that's going to Sports Center.
Galazzo. She's played with that energy all season long. Chattanooga, very happy to have her. So impressive to see her, the way she moves with the ball and off the ball, positions herself, helps teammates. Definitely a very valuable asset, and you can see why she's an international capper.
She also brings the energy too, and that's something that's so needed, especially I feel like at the top. You need someone who has the speed, who has the energy, who gets fired up and is just going to back your team no matter what. And that's what Vincent does.
Decatur rerouting to the far side. We played 6 minutes of our 6 of stoppage time. This one rattles and rolls over the end line.
It looks like it's going to be a corner for Decatur.
Set piece coming for DFC. Collier will deliver from the corner. Crashing in, black and gold. This one sails on her and headed away by Chattanooga. Regathered, Decatur working towards the corner of the 18. A howitzer is deflected away by Chattanooga and kept alive. just in the touchline. Bent inside, headed up over the top and off of the field entirely. And we have reached
Feel the magic in the air. I love it in my all. Ale, ale, ale. Feel the magic in the air. I love it in my all. Ale, ale, ale. Feel the magic.